I just recorded a whole video, and then I find out I didn't record it. That's me. I'm technologically challenged. Anyways, my name is Trudy, and it means all truth, warrior woman. And a lot of times when God is showing me dreams, He will use my name. So I had a dream 4 days ago, and I asked God for confirmation before I shared it with you. He gave it to me. And so basically my dream is very simple. I go into the church. It doesn't matter what church, because the church itself is representative of religious institutions. And right in the middle is a refrigerator. And I was like, what is this doing here? And then I look on top of the refrigerator, and there is a jewelry box. So I take it down and I open it, and there's a sausage biscuit in there. I was like, what is this in here for? This is for jewelry. And then I put it back up and open the refrigerator door, and there's all these sausage biscuits in. The more I tried to remove all the sausage biscuits, the more the refrigerator filled up. And right beside the refrigerator was a being that looked like a human, but now that I think about it, I can't remember anything about it. It's just that the being spoke and said, we should give them rolled food. I said, why? And the being said, because it puts them to sleep. And that's when I realized that this being represented fear. And the dream was over. Okay, so I'll tell you what the meaning of the dream means. Church is a religious institution. The refrigerator represents cold emotions. The jewelry box, of course, is what is valued above all. Sausage actually represents material possessions. And I think that was it on that. Okay, so what you need to know about dreams. Dreams are as important to interpret as going to the bathroom, because dreams are like toilets. Toilets relieve physical pressure from waste, and dreams relieve emotional pressure from waste. And the thing with emotions, if you have reoccurring dreams, that's a way for your mind to tell you that your emotions are hurting your body, and you need to interpret them. The places that I use are dreammoods.com, and yes, it is manned by psychics, but I don't use them just because I don't want to. I believe that love can guide me in every interpretation that I need of my dreams, but I just use the definitions, and I ask Daddy God, and He leads me to the root meaning. And then I use behindthename.com, and I have a list of numbers and colors, what the Holy Spirit has given me, what they mean. That's on, I think it's blogspot.poettrudy45.com. Anyway, the video is, I'm sorry, the quality of this video is just bad. It's because my computer is really bad. But anyways, a day before the dream, I saw in the spirit, I'm a very spiritual person, I'm spiritually bent. So I saw God's hand on the earth, and He twisted a covering that was silver. I didn't know there was a covering, but silver, I know, represents healing and restoration. So He twisted it and lifted it. So there was a crack about that big. And the Holy Spirit said that grace has been lifted from religious institutions. So in the world system, there are two, a divide that one is spiritual and one is natural, just like the world, the universe, spiritual and natural. So on the one side we have religious institutions, and the other side we have political institutions. And in the end, we know that religious institutions and political institutions are going to work together to enthrone the Antichrist. Okay, so when you look at Revelation, you need to know that judgment for individuals only comes one time. For the person who is marked by love, and that is God's mark, it's love. Their judgment is the bema and their weight. And then the other judgment is for those who are marked by fear, meaning that this is so simple. When push comes to shove, they fear man and they don't fear God. Meaning they fear what man could do to them, and they're not even really sure if there is a God. So they go to the great white throne judgment. But when it comes to the judgments in Revelation, the first 3.5 years is devoted to judgments on religious institutions. Okay, and so about 6 months ago, I had a dream where my angels were sitting in front of me, and they just looked like humans. Because if angels appeared to you in a dream, they would scare you so bad. I just see that they look like humans, but I know in my heart they're my angels. And they had a grievous look on their face, and I said, what? And they said, an earthquake, 16.9. And I know you're probably freaking out. 16.9, unheard of, okay? This is spirit to spirit, so it has spiritual meaning, not natural, okay? So 10 means law, because spiritual law was given before natural commandments could be received by Moses. Okay, it's law and commandments. 6 is everything that has to do with marriage, which is the spiritual union, and then the natural is family. Okay, and then 9 is vision and birth. In the Bible, God talks about my people perish because they have no vision. Vision is necessary because it's upward. It connects us to God, and dreams are natural. They keep us earthbound. We need both, because if you think about anything that's ever come up out of the ground, you need to have something to keep you grounded, but then you also need to have something to cause you to reach up above the ground that you're currently in. It's the growth process. It's pretty cool. I like it. Anyways, so 16.9, it means that the thing that is coming is going to be, it's going to shake every belief that we have about the laws governing marriage and family, which will give what we need for birthing of the kingdom of love. That is where we're going. The city that we're going to, it's love. It literally represents love. And I don't know about you, but I kind of think that if the kingdom in the Bible that Jesus talked about, that walked in, was spiritual, I'm thinking the kingdom is always spiritual and will always be spiritual, because he's an eternal God coming into a natural situation. And we, although we have natural bodies, when we are given over to love, we walk this earth and we change everything around us. The territory that God gives us is changed by our presence in it. I know that sounds out there because it's a hard concept for those who don't know love and aren't marked by love. But those who already know love go, oh yeah, that's just how I live. I just love people. There you go. That's love. So another dream that I had a while back, which comes together with this whole thing, is I came outside of a learning institution, and I knew I had to be on bus 12. And the number 12 represents kingdom and peace. Kingdom and peace. Okay? And if you know, in the Bible, 12 is as far as we go, because 12 is kingdom and peace. And 11 is Jesus. He is the fulfillment of the law, and there's only one of him. So 10 is law and commandments, and 1 is unity. He is law and commandment fulfilled. That's Jesus. He's number 11. So I knew that I needed to get to number 12, so I come to the bus that says bus 11, and the driver said, come get on. And I said, but I need to be on bus 12. And he said, yes, but you have to go through bus 11. I said, oh, I do? And when I looked through this little, it was like a gate, like an apparatus was there or something, I saw my sister Tina. I was like, cool. And he used her name. I won't tell you what her name means because you can look it up yourself, but he just used her name. And it got me to go through bus 11. So basically what he's saying is that you have to go through Jesus to get to kingdom. So I sat on this apparatus and I was weighed. And I can say with confidence that what was being weighed was if I had fear. And I didn't. So I went on bus 12, and when I went on bus 12, my sister disappeared, and I noticed that the window was open about that much. And I said to the bus driver, "Oh, but it's going to be cold." And the bus driver said, "Yes, but Trudy, we always make it through." So I knew that that dream actually had significance for this month. I knew that we had to get, and not only did it mean that we have to go through Jesus to get to kingdom peace, it meant that we had to go through November, and it also meant that we had to go through the cold moon to get to kingdom peace, which is this month. And I know that there are things that are happening, and I'm not a date person because, to be honest, if Daddy God wanted us to be moved to start having vision like He does, then we can't be marked by time, because time is a natural constraint. Eternity is forever, which means that if we are eternal beings, whatever is going to happen already happened and will always happen. It's always there. So I don't need time to tell me when things are going to happen. I just know that I keep following love. I keep walking in every opportunity it gives me, and that's that. So the point of this video is to let you know that before, I can't say exactly when, but I know that shortly, like right now, we're on it. There are going to be archaeological finds. There is going to be something that literally shakes everything we've ever believed in to be true, right, and just. And we will know without a shadow of a doubt that religion is man-made, and that relationship has everything to do with God. This is what I always say. I say religion is man's answer to God, but God's answer to man is relationship. So that's all that's going to happen here, and it is going to be really, really rough on religious institutions, because religious institutions have used the name of God to do absolutely horrible, horrific things on humanity. And God loves humanity. He loves everything about His children. There is nothing He doesn't love. He knows that we're flawed, and He knows that the reason why we even fell in the first place was because of unbelief. There is only one sin, and that one sin is unbelief. Not believing that God spoke word, and that word was truth. That's it, in a nutshell. So I hope this helps you. I hope it's encouraging to you, and you don't get scared, that we will enter our every moment knowing that God is already there. He's already prepared the way. He steadies our steps, and we're going to be okay. We just need to cling not to our things, not to material possessions. And even then, we don't need to cling to God. We need to flow in Him. I love what Daddy God showed me one time. When a woman fully trusts in the love of her husband, her love will be for her children. And I can tell you that I love my children so much that I would give everything to them. I pour myself into them. And my children are not just my two boys. My children are every single love opportunity that God has given me. Every single connection that I've had with people. Those are my children, because they're marked by love. And I just hope that this message really brings encouragement. Love, I love humanity. I love culture, I love people, and I love difference. I value difference. I hope you all have a great evening. Bye.